Sinbad the Sailor is a ComiColor cartoon from 1935. This is directed by Iwerks, Shamus, Culhane, and Eugster. And I didn't mind it, but the narrative's not necessarily my kind of story, so I have to look at it two ways. Did I personally enjoy it, and is it a good narrative? I also want to point out that I had no prior ideas about Sinbad the Sailor. I'm aware of the character of Sinbad the Sailor, but I don't think I've ever read anything or seen anything that deals with the character. So I didn't have any preconceived notions about what I wanted from this character, and I think depending on where you are standing with that, it might hinder or indeed help your enjoyment of the cartoon. I'd love to know if you have seen anything else with Sinbad, how you think this interpretation compared. The narrative itself involves the character of Sinbad, who is up against some pirates, and we have some beautiful ships. The animation is really gorgeous for this. I have to say, visually, it was really stunning. And he's battling with the pirate ships, and then he's on an island, and I won't say exactly what happens there, but it packs a lot into a short space of time. It seems to be a well-written, well-structured narrative with a really great pacing and a lot of action and quite a lot of characters as well. It's very busy but not cluttered, and I think that I have a lot of praise for a lot of this animation. But for me personally, I just didn't really care. I didn't find it that interesting. I wasn't bothered if Sinbad would win or if the pirates would get the better of him. I won't say what the final outcome is, but I wasn't really that concerned. But that is purely from a personal preference rather than anything wrong with the animation. So if in general you're not that bothered about pirate stories, then it might not appeal to you very much. But at the same time, as I said, it is very, very well animated. We have some really interesting character designs, and there's a lot going on. There's a lot to look at over the course of the 6 or 7 minutes. So I have a lot of praise for it, but I didn't really enjoy it. And this is not unique to this ComiColor cartoon. I suppose there are 3 kinds of ComiColors. Those I love, those I don't care for, and those that I think are generally really good, but not to my personal preference. I guess those are 3 general categories for most things, but when I'm watching ComiColor, I do find that I'm kind of categorizing them in those ways, and this one definitely fits into the middle. I can't really fault it. If I was more familiar with the character of Sinbad, maybe I'd have a different opinion on that, but from my perspective, I can't really fault the narrative or the animation quality, but I didn't really get much out of it. The music is pretty good as well, as another point of praise, but I didn't love it. I wouldn't watch it again. But that being said, I would recommend it if it sounds like your kind of thing. It's not bad. I can't fault it. It just doesn't appeal to me very much personally.